Today, we're solving the problem that we've all had since reading or watching Shadow and Bone. What would it be like to be Alina Starkov? And to solve that, we're going to be creating Alina Starkov's very own D&D 5e player sheet. So let's get started. Okay, and before we get into anything, just real quick, we are going to have some spoilers in it, but not past the first book and or season of Shadow and Bone. And really, we're building a level 1 Alina Starkov. So everything should be covered in the first book. So, very basic. She's a sorcerer, and I found a really good sorcerer origin to go along with that. I went with the soldier background over more orphan-based background because I feel like a lot of her skills lie more in it. Your player name is just your name. And I'm just modifying the human race to be more Grisha. And I was a little stuck on what alignment she would be. But I ultimately was bouncing back and forth between neutral and chaotic good. But I ended up going more with chaotic good just from the end of the book because she's going completely against the government. So for here, I'm just going over basic sorcerer proficiencies and then her skills. And basically for skills from the sorcerer's proficiencies list, I narrowed it down to Arcana and Persuasion. And also from her soldier background, she gets the military rank feat. And then after that, I'm going through the soldier background. I'm giving her the soldier feat, which is military rank, and I'm looking through personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. And now I know it's the time you've all been waiting for. It's time to roll up her attributes. Cue dice. Few negative modifiers in there, but you know what? It's pretty even. And since Alina is very charismatic in general, and because Sorcerer is a charisma-based class, I decided to prioritize charisma, and then I ended up going with wisdom because she is fairly wise. And after that, I went with strength and intelligence to be about tied, and constitution dexterity. And then basically what I'm doing to create the Grisha is I'm taking the human modded rules, and I'm using 4+1s to any of her ability scores, taking a feat, and then after that she gets an extra skill proficiency. And for the feat, I chose Inspiring Leader. With the 4+1s, I added 2 to Charisma, 1 to Strength, and 1 to Dexterity. After that, I filled in the proficiency she got from her soldier background, and I added in all of her equipment, with her extra trinket being a vocal or wing. And as for language, she gets common and then whatever language is useful for your campaign. And from there, we just had to fill in all the skill and saving throw numbers. She had skill proficiencies in Arcana, Athletics, Deception, Intimidation, and this is where she gets her extra Grisha proficiency, which I chose to be Religion due to her status throughout the series. And I exchanged her proficiency in vehicles for a cartographer's kit, considering she deals with cartography in the army and not vehicles. And this is where I found the lovely Luminous Origins by the user Rain Junkie on gmbinder.com. It is a lovely kit, especially for Alina. While there is some archery involved, it's largely more just like throwing light, and that is exactly the kind of weaponry that Alina needs to use. And as stated, her Sorcerer's Origin spell would be Guiding Bolt at level 1. And then from there, she gets 4 cantrips as a level 1 sorcerer, so I chose Dancing Light, Minor Illusion, and True Strike. And then she gets 2 level 1 spells outside of her Sorcerer Origins, so I chose Burning Hands and Mage Armor, especially because she needs some extra defense. After that, it's just as simple as filling out her spellcasting ability, her spell save DC, her spell attack bonus, and most importantly, going through the different sorcery features at level 1. For her sorcery equipment, she gets a light crossbow, a component pouch, an explorer's pack, and even 2 daggers. And that wraps up all you need to know to build Alina Starkov in D&D 5e. But if you do want to use this build, there's a PDF with blank stats and the filled-in stats below. So, happy playing! Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want to see more like it in the future, please leave a comment down below discussing what other characters you would like to see featured. I had so much fun making this video, and I'm going to be sure to make more of these in the future. But on that note, have a great day, everyone.